Okay, so the theme of today is a drop. And I'm going to show you how a drop is relative to many factors. So I'm getting ready to do some perfuming here, but I went to my my stash and I got all these different droppers that I found just in my own, well, I guess we're going to use that one, stash. So I've got this one. These all make a drop, right? These are my glass pipettes. These are the ones that came with my Perfumer's kit. And these are ones that probably look familiar. You see the difference? Can you see where I'm going to go with this? A drop is not always just a drop. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you what your options are. But first I have to prove to you that a drop is not just a drop. So if you're going to use a dropper for your perfuming, then what you've got to do is you're going to have to use that dropper and count 1,000,000 drops when you upscale. Now, how many of you want to count 1,000,000 drops when you upscale? You don't. All right, so I'm just going to move this over and I'm going to show you. First, we're going to try and see if we can pick up. This is just my cheapest 002.002 weight. And why don't we start with this one since we've got it. And let's just try to pipe out just one drop. Now that was 3. Now this is why you can't use a 000. It can't pick up those 3 drops. You need to have a 000 measuring balance. Okay, so if you're going to do perfumery by weight, you're going to need to invest in anywhere from $500 to $5,000 balance set. All right, so I'm going to show you that it's a different size a different way. All right, so we're going to make drops along here, okay? And the spread should show us, okay, I need to get some more. I don't think you can pick up on the spread of that, so I'm just going to go get some more dye so you'll be able to see it a little more clearly. All right, now that I've flooded my screen, let's do 1 drop. 1 drop's really hard. Okay, there's 1 drop from that one. Let's go with a more precision dropper. Should be a little different. There's a drop. Another more precision dropper. Again, a different size. The one that we're all so familiar with. See if I can make a bigger one with the same, well, they seem to be about the same size. Sometimes I've gotten big and small. Nope. Okay, I think there were 2 drops in that one. You can see getting slight variations. Now these slight variations can make or break a formulation. And here's the one that came with my Perfumer's apprentice. Looking not too bad, but I was hoping the scale would show you what I'm trying to prove, that a drop is not just a drop. And here's a really good example. I'll do this one. It looks like drops are just coming off of this without even having to. There we go. All right, so the spread is kind of indicative of how much a drop is a drop. They aren't all the same. They're all slightly different. And when you scale up, that's where your problem is going to be, is the difference in those weights is going to make a huge difference in your final perfume formulation. And it's just not going to work. Yeah, let's try this one. We've got 1 more to try. Okay, let's put it right here. Ooh. And there's one of the smaller ones. They gave us an even bigger drop than some of the larger, more precise ones. So the quality of your dropper does make a difference. And you can't get half a drop. Half a drop is, or just that much. So the next thing I'm going to show you is a micro pipette. Now this is going to give you consistent volume, and then at least you know that it's going to work. Now this is a 10 micro mini pipette. Now a 10 micro is a micro is 1/1,000,000th of a liter. So let me show you my equipment here. So this is my pipette, and I have like 1,000,000 of the little tips. So we'll just put one of these on. To put it on, you just make sure that it's got a seal around it. You have to push pretty hard. It's got a seal. Now this one is adjustable, so I can go anywhere from 10.5 to all the way down. .003 of a micro. Now let me just show you what that looks like. So we're gonna put our pipette in here, draw it up. See how precise it is? We're gonna put it right there, and you've got like a half a drop. Now let's go up, scale it back up. Go all the way to 10. Just 10. Depress your plunger. Stick it in your fluid. It draws up just the precise amount that you want. Now, if you couple that with a weight scale, you're going to be fine. And you'll be able to replicate each and every one of your perfumes. And if you enjoyed this, please click like and subscribe. And if you want to use this kind of equipment, consider it. I mean, you'll need to buy quite a lot of tips, but they're fairly cheap. They're not expensive, and they come in different sizes. So this one is the 0.1, but I've also got 0.25. It goes up to 100. And then up to 1,000 as well, so I can scale up with the different mini pipettes. And these ones are actually fairly inexpensive. They can run you about $70, but that's a lot cheaper than a $500 to $5,000 scale if that's all you can do, because at least you have consistent volume, and you've got a way to, all you have to do is buy, you know, the tips, and they're completely sterile and ready to use, especially when you buy them in these little cases. This gives you a little bit of leverage. I'll show you how to take off the tip. So you've got this little plunger here, and you just eject it like that. You want to put one on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And eject. All right, so if you enjoyed this, please click like and subscribe, and come on back and watch me perfume, because I'm going to make my very first perfume. Right now I've been memorizing scents so I can create something. We're going to do a Joy dupe to just give me an idea of what I'm capable of doing with a classic scent like, like Joy. All right, if you enjoyed this, please click like and subscribe, and come on back and see what else I'm up to. Bye.